Okay, this is a quick demo of the online divorce lawyer system. Bear in mind that after you watch this video, you can come to the top page here of onlinedivorce.lawyer. Scroll to the bottom of the page, click on where it says for lawyers. That'll take you to the lawyer page, and then you scroll to the bottom again. A lot of information on here, by the way. That's me. You can come back and take a look at that at your leisure. At the bottom of the page, you'll see that we have 2 sandbox accounts already created that you can log into and play around in. You can log in either as the client or as the lawyer. This would be a sample online divorce lawyer microsite. Robert I. Powell is not a real attorney. If your main law firm website is something of a jack-of-all-trades site, then this might be something that would be of interest. If you've got criminal law, personal injury, other things on your main firm website, it may not be a bad idea to break out your family law activity and put it onto a microsite such as this. If, on the other hand, you are a specialized family lawyer, then that's all the better, and this login button here you might choose to have on the top page of your main website. It could say client login portal or something like that. So either way, your client clicks on this login button either from here or from your firm's main website. And that's the client login portal. We're not going to log in there right now. I will come back to that. But I want to start off with account creation and go through the whole process to show you. Drop down to the bottom of this page, place your cursor over the footer. It's a link. You click on that link. It takes you to your personal lawyer login portal. Drop to the footer again. It's another link. You click on that. It takes you to your account creation page. ODL handles both petitioner and respondent accounts. Linked accounts don't yet work. This is something that I've just started to work on. It is an e-divorce mediation software that will be plugged in here in the not too distant future. Enter your ODL password. Enter the password that you assign to your new client. You control all access to all client accounts. This is for your client's email. I'll enter my personal email right there. This defaults to pro se. You would click the yes if you want to be the attorney of record. We'll leave that as pro se right now. Create your client's online divorce lawyer account. As your client is reading this, as you're reading this actually with the user ID right here, your client will be receiving the account opening email. I'll show you what that looks like. No email goes to your client unless it also goes to you. Okay, back here, click for first account, log in. I'm not going to log into that account because obviously that's a blank account. I will log into one of those sandbox accounts, if I can remember, 29152 I think it was. I'm going to log in as the client here. This is what the client welcome page looks like. There's always an appropriate welcome message up here along with context-sensitive instructions right here. On the left is the client menu with a list of the interview pages. When the client completes each page, a check mark is placed in the box next to the page name so that she can see clearly what she has completed and what still needs attention. Before this video, I came into the respondent's address page and deleted a couple of pieces of information just for the purposes of this video. She can either click on this link and go directly to the respondent's address page, or she can click on Continue Interview and go to the first page that needs attention. By the way, when she first logs in, On the very first login, this link says begin interview, and as she commences and proceeds through the interview, it says continue interview. So let's click on continue interview. This will tell you here what data is missing from this page. I deleted the California and the zip code. I have no real idea what an Elk Grove zip code looks like, so we'll use that one. If you want the respondent's mailing address to be the same as the respondent's residential address, you just check that box. It populates the page. If you click on next, it checks to see that everything on that page was completed. If it wasn't, it gives you an error message and tells you what's missing. Everything was complete, so it took us to the next page. The navigation functions are enable the client to do pretty much whatever they want. You can move from one page to the next just by clicking the next buttons. You can also click on an individual page in the client menu and go to that page. Every single page has a complete context-sensitive help system, sometimes including videos that the client can click on and be shown how to complete that particular page. Context-sensitive help, I'll demonstrate that. Everywhere you see one of these little icons, the client can click and be provided with helpful information. When the client has finished her interview, she can see here that every box has a check in it. She can click on Check Interview. When she does that, three things happen. The system checks to make sure that her pages are all complete. They are. That there are no time-critical issues. There are not. And because the system doesn't know how long ago she completed this interview, it checks any critical information that must be the same as when the interview was completed. Proceed to attorney document review. When she clicks on that button and she reads this, you will receive an email that activates you, tells you that the client has completed the interview and that she is ready for you to download and do a document review and contact her for any further strategy session that is necessary. Okay, so we've logged into the client portal. Let's go to the lawyer login portal, and I believe that's the client ID. We're going to log in this time using the lawyer password. I'll come back and log into the download here. I want to show you first of all the control panel. This is basically a bird's eye view of the case. You've got client communications up here, a lot of critical information in different spots around this page. These are your own personal notes that you can keep and save here. The client never sees those. This is a space for a personalized message to be sent to the client. She'll get it the next time that she logs in. You have full access, one-click access to any interview page down here. There are no minors in this case. Had there been any, minors data would be here, and lower down would be a complete functioning what if function for the California Minimum Child Support Guideline. You can play different games down there, changing variables to see what happens. Okay, I told you a moment ago that I'd go back and we'd log into the download section. I'm not going to do that. I want to demonstrate and keep this moving. I want to demonstrate that you can go to the download section directly from the control panel by clicking here, and that is the download section. You do have access again here to the page-by-page interview. You can enter certain critical data here, but you can always print out documents without the case number, without the date of filing. Okay, there's no case number here. There is a jurisdiction date here, which of course is not really logical, so we'll remove that and save. Batch downloading is the best way to go. There are 3 batches you can see here. You can select them from there. You can also download individual documents. Let's say you've downloaded the first batch and you spilled coffee on the petition. You can click on the petition here, download that individual form, and there that is, all complete and ready for the petitioner to sign it and for either e-filing or physical filing at the court by the petitioner if that is the package she has selected from you. Want to show you batch download. Let's do the third and final judgment batch. Now, of course, you know that the third batch, the default judgment batch, needs the case number and the jurisdiction date here. However, this permits you to go ahead and download this batch without that critical information, just for the sake of document review. You can download suitable for physical filing, 3 copies of each document, or you can download suitable for e-filing, a batch that contains 1 copy of each document, and there all of those are in logical sequence, both judicial counsel, and you can see this is a Los Angeles case. That form happens to be a Los Angeles local form. Okay, let's click on the back button. Want to go back to the welcome page and show you one final thing, and that is the marital settlement agreement. All ODL files are downloaded in the popular Adobe PDF format. They're all entirely editable by you, except for the marital settlement agreement and stipulation for judgment files. Those are downloadable in the even more popular Microsoft Word format. Not sure what the problem with that is, but I didn't notice this happens to be both a marriage and a DP. ODL accommodates all of that. There's the marital settlement agreement. You'll find that the MSA finalizes pretty well, and this illustrates what I mean. Whenever there are areas of the MSA that require some specialized drafting, it will alert you to that, and you are able, of course, to edit the MSA file and to do that and finalize it before you print it out for signatures. Okay, I think I've covered everything. We can go from the download section back to the control panel and then exit back to the top page. All right, thank you for viewing this, and if you have any questions, please reach me at Peter O, that's Peter O-H, at onlinedivorce.lawyer, or at 1-800-PETER-O. Again, Peter O-H. Thanks for watching.